England-born Emmanuel Kuhlman is an artist and a dreamer, so it's not unusual that he made his way to New York, then Canada, and across to California, where he became fascinated with the film industry, working as a writer, artistic director, and television producer.
How do we get to Beach from Los Angeles? Well, I lived in Los Angeles for many years, and finally Cheryl and I, my wife Cheryl, and I got tired of being there. It's a very hard city to live in because of the traffic conditions, economics. You're basically working to stay alive.
Emmanuel had not considered North Dakota until a friend mentioned it. He was struck by how much it resembled his native England, with rolling green hills and people of Germanic and Nordic descent. So he stayed through a winter, bought a cowboy hat and boots, and asked his wife to join him. Because of her work in marriage and family therapy, they looked at living in a larger city like Bismarck, Minot, or Williston. It wasn't until they visited Dickinson that they got their inspiration.
The Dickinson Press published an article about Margaret Walsh standing outside the Bijou Theater, having it for sale, and telling her story of losing her husband and how the theater had been in her family for the entire time. And she was hoping somebody would come along who was inspired to look after the theater.
And they fell in love with the Bijou Theater and moved to Beach.
When you get to see the theater, it has a really gentle appeal, and it looks the way a theater should look. It's very cozy. Every seat has good sight lines. The acoustics are incredible in here.
While Emmanuel knew the creative end of production, he admits he had absolutely no concept of running a theater, so he enlisted the help of Ron Newman, Southwest Region Director for the Small Business Development Center in Dickinson.
On reflection, I could see he was looking at this guy is really in the dream world, trying to run a theater, which is a very, very stiff business. And he worked extremely hard with me to get me to look at numbers realistically and to really step back rather than look at the fantasy of what I wanted and look at the reality of what I was going to get if I took this on.
The building needed a lot of repairs, so Kuhlman hired some local help to upgrade the plumbing, electrical, and heating systems. He also built a stage for live theater productions and lectures. In his first few months, Emmanuel brought in current movies and some art films at enticingly low prices of $0 to $5 depending on your age. He also tested the stage by offering a free theater production. His other ideas include afternoon matinees for senior citizens, Saturday morning children's movies, cowboy movies on Sundays, and even using the screen to show the Super Bowl. But he's taking things one day at a time.
What I realized was that the learning curve in operating the projection equipment, running a theater, booking the movies, doing the repair, construction, publicizing the theater, these were all major curves for me to have to accomplish.
The theater is open 7 days a week, so Kuhlman hired 4 part-time workers to help out. His wife, Cheryl Plannert, keeps busy with her passion, organic vegetables and grass-fed meats. She hopes to use her LA contacts to help area growers and producers market their products in California.
And this is called North Dakota Health. And we are invested in bringing produce that is fresh and organic and locally grown into the area. And also free-range meats, beefs, lamb, buffalo, chicken, and free-range eggs.
If all goes well, the theater and organic CSA, that's community-supported agriculture, will begin to run themselves, and Emmanuel will have more time to write and pursue his newest venture, Yonder Window Productions, LLC, which is a movie and television production company for and about North Dakota. But for now, a good day at the Bijou Theater in Beach is drawing in about 100 people from a 25-mile radius to enjoy a movie and munch on some popcorn. A simple pleasure, but an important one in rural North Dakota.
Good.